Hello everyone and welcome to another video, but this time I'm talking about how I got into the cosplay convention scene. I've been into this hobby for I would say about a good 10 years, because I started this back when I was still in my junior year of high school. So basically I was already a huge fan of anime, which will be another story time for later. But Pokemon was the one that started me off because it was a strange and odd cartoon. This is why I knew it was anime. And I was really fascinated by Ash's Sinnoh jacket. I was all like, I wonder if there was any way I could make that. So I decided to make it, and thankfully my friend Blue, she told me about a SOA teacher named Mrs. K. And thankfully, I was actually surprised that she helped me with this thing, because it was a long. This project took my entire junior year to complete. That's just how long it took. And I see what people go through, because I didn't know much about cosplay until I actually did that, and I went to my first convention, which we will talk about later. But it was I was surprised she agreed to help me with it, though. So every day after school, I would spend like about a good hour or so. I made sure to get home before it got dark. But I spent a good hour or so after school working on that project, and the end result, it wasn't the best. I mean, I messed up the funny looking V stripe part, but it wasn't perfect, but it was better than nothing. I put it like that. It still turned out great, though. I was able to wear it and everything. It was really big on me, though, because I'm all like, was it supposed to be this big? But yeah, so that's pretty much how I got into cosplaying, because I was kind of curious about, like, I never seen or heard about cosplaying, but I always just wanted to make something from the anime and wear it. But come to find out, I was already a cosplayer at heart and just didn't realize it until I made that jacket. So that's how I've been into it for so long, and usually, So next, now I don't know how. We'll talk about the convention aspect now. I don't really remember how I found out about anime STL. I literally have drawn a blank on how I came across that. But I did want to go. I think I wanted to look at some YouTube videos or something about anime conventions, but I was hooked, and I really, really, really wanted to go. So, of course, I needed funds for this, for a badge and spending money. So what I did in the months leading up to the convention, I started to sell small bags of mixed candy with Mom's help for $1 or $2, which I forgot, but I made enough to get a badge, though, so it wasn't too bad. But I did get some customers, though, and it was nice enough and everything. And this was like during the time when students were bringing in those duffel bags full of snacks to sell them. This was before they made them stop doing that. But hey, I was able to do it, and where they had no duffel bag, but I just had the candies in little sandwich baggies and sold them for $1 and went from there. But then I told my dad and my granddad about the trip, and they were nice enough to drive me. My dad stayed with me the first time. This was when I went back in 2011, the same year I graduated high school. So it was literally like a year later before I went to my very first convention. But so I just kept selling until I had the amount I needed, and after that, I kind of just did what I could. I found a hat and colored it really look like Ash's hat from the Sinnoh saga, and I had my toy Pikachu, but he didn't talk anymore, sadly. Battery died or something. But I went on a Friday because, like I said, it was my first time going. I didn't know how long they last, so I went that Friday, and my dad stayed with me all day long. I just had to keep continuing just to meet him up and stuff at a certain spot. So I did get to see my friend Blue there though at one time. She was with another friend of hers, but we kind of didn't see each other after that anymore. So I did get some nice freebies like a crochet chimchar hat, a cute Lucky Calican coin purse. It was blue and it had a little bell on it, which was cute. Vampire Night mini manga. I don't even have that no more. I kind of got rid of it. And I still have the Scene Detectives Volume 2 DVD though, which is fun to look at. I bought this light up looking wine thingy because it was colorful and it was cool. And I got a Riolu plushie, which I still have right today. 10 years later, I still got that plushie. Even the Bulbasaur my friend Charles gave me back when I was still in high school as a graduation gift. They're the only two plushies that's really old right now. But I had a great time at that convention, and I really wanted to go again. So we're going to fast forward to 2014 when I went to my next one. Yeah, I missed the other two, and one that was even on the news, so I was kind of triggered about that. So that's when I said, okay, I need to go to another one again. So, same time as MST, I had rolled around again, and I had made another friend named Alice, and I got her hooked on anime conventions. Ha 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 ha. But she's real nice though. She's way older than me, so she was pretty much like a guardian when I was there too. Cause this time around, instead of my dad hanging out with me, he actually dropped me and Alice off at the convention, and he just told me to call when we was ready to go. So that made it really easy for me and her. So basically, it was it was a fun little thing, another fun little time I had. And by this time, I was really into Gen 4 of My Little Pony, so I went to Rainbow Dash, but man, the cosplay wasn't the best. No. Yeah, I'm not going to go into details, but it wasn't like the best thing I did. It was But Alice went as a character she made based on a story she wrote called Black Lightning, which was pretty cool. And again, we went to go register for the con and went from there, and we just pretty much, nothing too much happened this time around. The only big thing that happened was that little Karibo was there and got to play a game with him, but other than that, it was fun. So we'll go fast forward to 2015, which was the last time I sadly went to a convention. Because I ain't been back to one since. Not counting the virtual ones I went to. So we're drawing the end of this story. So I say the best for last because this was the best year that I had when I went. So again, it was time for Anime STL, but I was prepared for this. I had so much things to do. I had a job around the time, so I was able to do my own schedules and made it so I didn't have to work on weekends, including Friday. So that was a plus. And then I spent a couple of weeks leading up to the convention working on our cosplay. So she came over to the house a lot. And like I helped her with her Princess Luna cosplay because I figured out how to draw the cutie mark pattern. She had the right dress too for it, and I just kind of hot glued the pattern of cutie mark to her dress. And she had a cute wig that if only we could have found some glitter, some little glitter stuff, and spray body and spritz it on there, and it would stay. Could have made it like her hair was like glittery, like in the show. But then I had gotten into Perla so I made the ears and the unicorn horn or alicorn horn rather. I made that. And going to Party City, I managed to find some. I went to Rainbow Dash again and found some stuff I needed. And I found this little kitty rolling suitcase that helped me out because it totally worked. I don't know why I went and decorated with paint, but I kind of want to get the paint off of it now. I do like the way it looks, but the paint will probably flake off later at some point. I don't know. But anyways, I made the ears and stuff and painted them over with glitter paint to give them more My Little Pony like vibe touch to them. And then we went to Dollar Tree to go get some snacks and juice boxes to bring. Because I have been watching tons of videos on how to prepare for the conventions and stuff ahead of time. So, a few days before the con, me and Alice went over everything, made sure we had money, made sure we had the snacks and drinks set up, and had to make sure my ride was going to still be available. And this time I has to go 2 days instead of just one. So that Friday, I got up and got my costume on, did the basics, brush my teeth, wash my face, made sure I had everything in my roller suitcase as soon Alice and my dad called. So my dad came and picked me up, then we went to go get Alice, and soon after made our way to the convention. Same as when it was 2014, he dropped us off and just said, call us, we were ready to go. So there we were, waiting for the doors to open. But in the meantime, I took a video and pics of other cosplayers. And after a bit, me and I was going to get some shakes and came back. After waiting a bit longer, the doors finally opened and mainly me rather, made a beeline for the registration forms. Because once them doors open, the registration lines are going to get long, and it's best to, like, if you're doing that door, it's best to just sprint to the registration booths. Don't just walk, because then you be waiting in the line and then you be all like, ew, I should have just ran. But pretty much though, yeah, that's pretty much how I went. But I did want to bring up this one little thing I forgot to mention in the other story, in the other short parts of this story, is that this kind of still did it, because I know they don't do it no more. But if you cosplay, you get $5 off your badge, which was a good deal. Which is why I always liked cosplaying. Hey, got the $5 off. Can't beat that. But we got our badges and we were together for a bit. But then we just kind of like split up to go enjoy whatever we wanted. And I actually ran into this one cosplayer who, I swear, all she ever cosplays is a Team Rocket grunt. But she remembered me from back at the 2011 convention because she was like she stole Pikachu. And I was all like, oh my gosh, it was so good to see her again. I gave her a hug and stuff. And I got a couple pictures of her too. So wandering around, I just checked out a table about this My Little Pony convention called Crystal Fair. Never been to it, so and so they were just selling some things and whatnot. I managed to get a DVD about the Brony documentary, and the sleeve that was signed by Ashley Ball, so that was a pretty good plus. Then continuing on, I got more pictures with other cosplayers, and then went over to the hotel, because that's where the Maid Cafe and the Pachinko machines were at. I had no idea what I was doing with the machines. I mean, they were cool and weird, because I don't know, something about the little cerebral balls or something. I'm like, okay, I know it's an anime convention and Pachinko machines are kind of like a Japan thing, because they had those in Japan. I read it in my book once. But trying to figure out how to work the machines is kind of difficult. I guess they're slot machines. I don't know. It's just weird. But I played around with them, but like I said, I had no clue what I was doing, so I went back to the center and found Alice. We talked for a bit about what we saw and stuff and where to go next. We decided to try for a game show, which is like I think it was a Pokemon game show if I ain't mistaken. So while waiting in line, we got a fly from the Maid Cafe, so I had to check that out at a later time. So they make the cut for the game show. Well, I should mention that the 501st Legion troops had found me and I was thrown in jail. But it was all in good fun, though. It was some kind of, I forgot what they do, but it was all in good fun, though. So I think you donate $1 or something to put a friend in jail. So Alice had got me, so I wound up getting her back. But it was fun, though. Yep. But so it was time for the opening ceremonies, I think. I don't know, don't have no Friday or Saturday. I think it's Friday. I forgot. But anyway, we headed down to the opening ceremonies at I think it was the main hall, and went down there to go watch that. And yeah, it filled up pretty quick. So after that, it didn't take long, about a good hour. We went over to Guest, the main cafe, and etc. So we did decide to go check out the main cafe, but it was filled up. So we wandered around again and started line for the dealer's room in Artist Alley. It was best to just wait in line instead of wandering off to go do something else, because if we had walked out of line, we would have lost a spot, and the line would have been even longer than what it was if we got back. So we decided just to, just wait. So we went in and we took a look around, and I got my movie Spirited Away, some grab bags, some candy, and I got me a Japanese parasol I never had before. It was cute. I still got that right today too. But I don't know. But then I got this Super Mario World on Game Boy Advance, but I don't know if it was at this convention or back in the 2014 one. I did forget what all I got from it, but anyways, we went to a few more panels, and then it was time to go, which ended Friday. Then comes Saturday, we're back at the con, and it's a lot more lively. There's more cosplayers to get pictures with. So we check out a couple of panels, then try to go to the main cafe again. However, this time we get a line away, but thankfully the maid who was hosting it noticed us, because we had gotten there late the last time. But this time we had to literally just skip the line and just go right on in. So that helped out a lot. So we got seated, and I ordered a cupcake and helped out pay for a tea. It's the main cafe, but good night, was that stuff expensive? I mean, really, it was so expensive. I don't want to even go into details of how expensive it was, but I still enjoyed it though. They got the celeb maids. They do a little dance on the floor, and the one we had, she had a pretty glowing blue bow tie. I like that bow tie. It was really cute. And she played a game with me. I think we played Hungry Hungry Hippos, and she gave me a ticket for if they called the number on the ticket, I get a prize. But they said they didn't call it, so I was all like, oh well. But I did give her a tip and got a picture with her. And then we ran out. Then when we left out, we ran to a Rainbow Bliss and Bubbleberry cosplayer, which is kind of random, and got a picture with them. And then at some point, we ran to some Eddie and Eddie cosplayers. And the one doing those cosplaying, Eddie did the voice spot on, because it was too cool. This dude must have watched this show so many times that he was able to literally get the voice down packed. It was just that awesome. So then I ran into this one adorable little girl who loves My Little Pony, and found out that Rainbow Dash is her favorite, and they wanted a picture with me. Of course, being Rainbow Dash, I couldn't deny a fan the pic, so I got the picture. Because that's how Rainbow Dash is. She's cool with the fans. Then continuing on, I ran into a couple of Deadpool cosplayers. They were so silly. I mean, what one of them trying to beat me up with a hug, just hitting it in my face in the most funniest way possible. A hoagie of all things. Why? Just why? And I was stuck in the middle, so it was funny. There are a lot more photos I like to talk about, but I'll be spending all day talking about them. But at a few points, we did stop in the game room to look around a bit. I tried my hand at FNAF 3, but I was all like, nope. Because I didn't know what to do, and it was on the second night, so I'm all like, I don't want to get spooked. So I said, nope, not today. And then some people was playing DDR. The fact that people still play that game, though, for real. I mean, I know it's fun and all, but wow. So then we head over to I think it was the main hall again. Yeah, the main hall. And they were doing the costume contest with some entertainment. And there was a hypnotist, and it was weird. That's all I'm going to say. But it was just fun, I guess. So we watched the contest play. There was some pretty cool costumes too. People worked on. And they say it takes people like a year and a lot of money to make these costumes, especially if they want to do like the big bulky ones, like a Transformer or something out of like another video game or something. It takes some time to do that, especially if they work and got to pay bills. They got to balance out their budgets and stuff. So, oh yeah, so it's enjoyable. So, so basically after that, we head over, brush around the dealer's room some more, see if there was anything else we can get. And then there was the Danganronpa panel. This is one of the ones I really wanted to go to because it plays out like in a way in the game, so it was pretty fun. So yeah, there's a lot of waiting in line for certain events. I mean, lines everywhere. So we go in and take a seat, and we find out. So it's pretty much a murder. We got to figure out who done it, and we're all given different roles to play. But sadly, me and I were on different teams. It only lasted an hour, but the group I was in won. But sadly, we couldn't celebrate with everybody else because now it's time to go to the very last panel, and it was the My Little Pony with Princess Mandy. Didn't want to miss that. Didn't want to miss that at all. If I did, I hate myself later for it. And that was enjoyable. That was an hour long too, but it was enjoyable. And yeah, one of my role was in the Danganronpa panel. It was super. It was a high school level prankster. So I still got that right today too. I just kept it for the fun of it. They didn't want him back, so I'm like, well, give him my title, hey. But anyways, the last panel was all about My Little Pony, and Princess Mandy gave up My Little Pony swag to random fans, and Alice scored in the question girl drawing of Applejack or Rarity, but honestly I forgot who it was. So after that panel, we wound up. It was time to go home, and we parted ways until next time, and because it was back to our regular routine. So that's pretty much the story of how I got into cosplay and anime conventions, and it's been one of the funnest things I've ever done. And I still want to go to a convention again one day. Hopefully, once this pandemic dies down, I can finally, go to one again. Of course, the closest ones that will be by me is in Collinsville, which is Anime Senpai. And so far, they don't move because Anime STL moved over there. So, but so now you know. So now you know how I got into this hobby and fun and everything. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.